Ladies, gentlemen, soul seekers, adventurers, explorers, welcome back to the channel of evolution. My name is Shuby, and I am here to cover everything that I left out on my last video today. We are going to talk about energy leaks and why it is important to go after it, to figure it out, and to master it so we can become like kick-ass all the time, all right? So I left in the last video, I was talking about the check engine light in your car and how, every time that this is on, we have something inside of us that we can repair and we can fix. And why this is important is to master our energy so we can just be indestructible, bulletproof, feel freaking awesome all the time, get fired, wired, excited, and just live our fullest potential possible. Just imagine a hose, right? When you blast that, squeeze that trigger, that water shoots out of that. Full force. Now you put a hole in it, you lose a little pressure. Put another hole in it, you lose a little more pressure. The more holes you have, the less pressure you have, the less potential for the distance that you can go, right? But you start patching those holes, well, then you get back to your full potential. Now, this exciting idea, right? People today are stuck in this major energy leak somewhere in their life. All of us have had them, and many of us have a lot of them. So we need to take these out one at a time and get back to our full energy state so we can just fly. Okay. Think about every time you get triggered, right? Right now, especially, all you have to say is one of two words, and chances are someone's going to throw a brick at you. You could just say liberal or conservative, or maybe some other trigger word that's politically driven. And chances are people are so attached to their identity of their ideas and their political views that they instantly go after and attack. And then, of course, someone else attacks them, so then they go instantly into defend. And now you just got, boom, power struggle. Head to head. You got a bunch of people fighting over stupid shit. And no one's going to win because the information doesn't even have a true or false, especially because they're opinions. And everybody is a genius in some field or another. You just don't understand every field in the world. You understand a few fields, and therefore you connect with certain people more, and you don't understand other people at all. And that is just because you don't understand the things they are into. Like Albert Einstein said, you cannot judge a fish's ability to climb a tree. But we're doing this all the time, and we overlook all of these other things because we are so infuriated by one or two characteristic traits of somebody else. This is a major energy leak. Cartoons used to show this really well. Somebody would say something or make you mad, and then they'd be like red in the face, steam shooting out of their ears, shooting out of their nose, just ha! This is a major energy leak. Somebody can, all they gotta do is like, what? Poke you, and now you're just gonna be like, mother piece of. If somebody can get to you that easily, you're controlled. And you're weak because sooner or later, you're just going to be hurting and walking in this weak state because you're so full-blown leaking all this energy all over the place. You're never going to be able to recover. You're never going to be able to feel good because you're just like a mousetrap, waiting for somebody to hit that thing. Snap! You got to figure this out. You got to open your mind. It's this closed-minded limitation because you're not open to new ideas. You're attached to this some kind of deep connection. And you don't want to allow anything else to interrupt that, you know, or perhaps you have a sliver. And instead of that little bit of pain to rip it out, to go in there, make it hurt worse and rip it out, instead, you build some defenses around it and you avoid it and you just pretend it's not there and you just hope nobody touches it, you know, so you get this case around it. So the problem never heals itself. It just isn't there. Unless someone pokes it, well then it's there. And now you are like that lion attacking anybody because somebody poked it and hurt you. Check this out. We only have weaknesses because we avoid them. We only have limitations because we create them. We have fears because we will not face them. You know, this major point that I want to talk about today is Superman. You know, he was like the superhero out of all the superheroes who could do everything, right? He was like infinite strength, he could fly, he had laser vision and freezing breath, and, you know, it seemed like nothing could hurt him. Nothing except kryptonite. Why is that? You know, I might not know the comic books like any of you guys out there, so if you guys have some information, let me know. I'd love to analyze it and dive deeper. But what if it's not actually kryptonite that physically drains him? Maybe it's mental. You know, maybe he has an attachment because, well, his home planet was destroyed. His parents were killed. That's extremely that's heavy. That is heavy. So maybe he doesn't want anything to do with kryptonite or Krypton. Right? He doesn't want anything to do with that. He doesn't even want to see it or be near it because it pokes his demons. It reminds him of the hell of losing his parents, his planet, his family, his love. And now he's stuck on Earth as this person who's odd, right? He doesn't fit in. He's completely different. He's an outcast. You know, he doesn't have any people that are like him because his planet's been destroyed. Now kryptonite comes around and it reminds him of that painful memory, that sliver that's in him. And he lets it fuel him because he hasn't faced it and he hasn't grown past it. He hasn't gotten better because he's avoided it. Because that is extremely a hard thing to deal with, to think about. That is a crazy circumstance. And there's a lot of us out there who have been through that kind of stuff. And it may be extremely difficult to deal with, but it is very possible. But there's a lot of us out there who have things that aren't even near that extreme, and we let them get to us. You know? And sometimes those slivers that are inside of us, we poke them ourselves. Most times we do. And then we blow off all this steam and we release all this energy and we just let it all go in the horrible directions. And sometimes it's in so many directions that we get unfocused and we get, you know, we go crazy. We can't think straight. Our minds are all over the place. We're trying to figure everything out, but we can't because our focus is gone, our attention's gone, because we're feared for our life, because all these crazy things are happening and we are just leaking energy like crazy. But we go in there and we start to rip these slivers out. You suck up the pain for a little bit and we become incredible because now we start to heal and our energy comes back to us. And now we are a car that doesn't have a check engine light. And we are a hose that is completely clean and at full power with no leaks. we are just fired up again. And we see how awesome life is because we have all this energy that we can dedicate to whatever. We can give all the time because we know how to create it, we have it, and we can just give it to everyone around us, and we can create this humongous, powerful energy. And it's crazy, but when you can admit this, people start to change, even around you. Negative energy just stays away from you because you're powerful. But if you keep seeing negative things coming at you, it's because you're holding on to that. And if all these bad, tough, and rough situations are coming back to you, it's because this is what you need to learn in this lifetime. This is what you're here for. To overcome and to get better, to get better, to get better. And you are going to be stronger, and then you're going to find that as you can get through these things and past these obstacles, you're just going to be freaking alive all over again and ready to rip, take on the world just for fun. You're going places. You are phenomenal, you're incredible, and you just love, and you give it to everybody. And everyone around you feels better because you're just happy. You get fired up. You got no negativity because you let it all go. You're past it. You've healed it. You've corrected it. You have no more energy leaks, no more problems. And even if you do still have energy leaks, you're at least getting better every time you are able to go after one and fix one. Plug this hole and get some. Ladies and gentlemen, I freaking love you guys, and I hope this was in depth enough to hit you guys. I hope you guys could connect with it and feel it and start working on getting your energy back so you can become your best self. Get some, love life, go after it, become your best self. I will see you guys very soon with more and more in depth. Love you guys.